Hi, welcome to the RAC Technical Centre. My name's Paul Whitmore, I'm a Technical Liaison Manager. Today we're looking at some general hints and tips for motorcycle maintenance. So over the winter months where your bike's been laid up in storage, you've probably left it with fuel in the tank. That fuel does degrade over a period of time. The top tip is go to the fuel station. For your first fill up, put high octane fuel in there. That tends to offset the degraded fuel that's already in your tank. Before we get out on the road, we need to do some basic essential checks first. So we need to look at battery, we need to look at lights, tyres, engine oil, brakes and chain and sprockets. If you haven't had the luxury of storing your bike in a garage over winter and you've had to have it outside under a cover, we need to check and make sure that the brake pads aren't binding. Quick, simple check. Just pick the bike up, don't need the engine running at all, and just push the bike. Hopefully, it should just roll along. However, if those brakes are binding, you'll probably find that the front forks will start diving. If that's the case, we really need professional advice. We also need to check our tyres as well, so we need to look at tyre depths, tyre pressures, and any damage, sidewall cuts, or anything stuck in the tread. Hopefully, over the winter period, you've had your bike connected up to a battery optimate. However, if the bike still doesn't start, we've got other further checks that we need to look at, i.e. connections. Another area we need to look at is chain and sprockets. We need to make sure that the chain's lubricated correctly, there's no tight spots on there. With the sprockets, we need to look at the teeth to make sure they're not hooked, as this can actually increase chain wear and create poor performance. Even if you don't have your bike serviced, it's still a good idea to check your engine oil. There's normally two different ways of doing this. One bike will either have a sight glass on or as dipstick. So we need to check the oil level as per your owner's handbook and top up as required. Another essential item is lights, often forgotten, but it's always good to be seen. Let's check all our headlights, side lights, dip beams, indicators, brake lights. Just because we're getting ready for the summer season doesn't mean at this time of the year that the weather's still going to be kind to us. Still could have frosty conditions, cold, damp, wet, lots of rain. So we still need to pack our waterproofs. Helmet visor demisters is still a good call at this time of the year. Just get prepared so we don't get caught out. Safety is the key element here. We probably haven't been on this bike for quite a few months now and forgot how powerful and the performance that these bikes are capable of. When you're going out for your first ride, just take it easy. Even just do local journeys, just close to your home, just to get used to it, get yourself settled back into the riding position. Safety is paramount, so we still get a lot of rain around, so we need to be aware of slippy white lines, drain covers, low-lying sun as well. We need to take all these into consideration when we're doing our first rides out. And finally, make sure you've got your RAC motorcycle breakdown cover. If you haven't, go to the RAC website. If you have, just make sure it's still valid.